continue our revision of chapter 8 from history, and today we'll be doing next two topics of chapter 8. First is results of Kalinga War and second is importance of edicts and inscriptions. So let's get started.
Ashoka's edicts and inscriptions means why Ashoka's edicts and inscriptions important. All edicts and inscriptions are written in Prakrit language because this Prakrit language was the common language of the people in those days. It was not written in the Sanskrit language. They tell us about his personal character. Second, they tell us about his religious beliefs and the policy of religious tolerance. These edicts and inscriptions also tell us about Ashoka's friendly relations with other countries. Even they help us in forming an idea about the Ashoka's empire. So these are the 5 points of importance of edicts and inscriptions. First is tell us about his personal character. Second, the religious beliefs. Third is the policy of religious tolerance. Fourth is the friendly relations. And the fifth is help us in forming an idea about the Ashoka's empire. These are the 5 points why Ashoka's edicts and inscriptions important. Next topic is the Kalinga War, results of the Kalinga War. Now children, the Kalinga War, when Ashoka became the king, Kalinga was the only kingdom which was not under Mauryan control. And Kalinga was important as it controlled the land and sea routes to South India and Southeast Asia. Ashoka attacked Kalinga in 261 BC, and now this Kalinga is known as the Odisha. In this Kalinga war, thousands of soldiers had died. Many were wounded. There was death and destruction everywhere. Now what was the result of this Kalinga war? Ashoka was very unhappy to see the death and destruction in Kalinga, and it became a turning point in his life. Whose life? In Ashoka's life. Ashoka decided he would never fight any more wars. He gave up all forms of violence and became the follower of Buddha. His guru Upgupta introduced him to Buddhism. So, this is the result of the Kalinga War. Ashoka has decided not to fight any more wars, and he became the follower of Buddha. And who introduced him to Buddhism? That is the Guru Upgupta. Ashoka's Guru Upgupta introduced him to Buddhism. Now children, the one words. In the beginning of the video also I have given you some one words. Like the Guru of King Ashoka was the Upgupta. Megasthenes wrote Indica. Guru of Chandragupta Maurya was the Chanakya. Apart from these three, I'm giving you more one words. First is Ashoka adopted the policy of Dhamma Vijaya. Second is Buddha's disciples were called, that is bhikshus, and disciples, meaning of disciples is the students. Disciples means the students. Buddha's students were called the bhikshus. Third is father of King Ashoka was Bindusara. Children, father of King Ashoka is the Bindusara, and father of Bindusara is Chandragupta Maurya. And who is the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya? That is King Ashoka. Now number 4 is Ashoka's royal orders are inscribed on rocks and pillars. 5th, Ashoka invaded Kalinga in 261 BC. Number 6, Chanakya wrote Arthashastra. So children, these are the 6 one words. So today we have revised importance of edicts and inscriptions. In edicts and inscriptions, we have done the 5 points, like they tell us about his personal character, then religious beliefs, then policy of religious tolerance, then friendly relations with other countries also, and the idea about the Ashoka's empire also. And all these edicts and inscriptions were written in the Prakrit language because that was the common language of the people in those days. Second topic we have revised today, the Kalinga War, the results of the Kalinga War. So what was the result of the Kalinga War? What happened after the Kalinga War? Ashoka was very unhappy to see the death and destructions, and he decided not to fight any more wars. He gave up all forms of violence and became the follower of Buddha. And who introduced him to Buddhism? That was the Upgupta, Ashoka's guru. He introduced him to Buddhism. These 2 topics we have revised today, and the 6 fill-ups also. That's all for today, children. Be happy. Thank you.